Hi and welcome to the 1.07 quiz recording for Part B of the U.S. History course. In this recording I will be reading over the questions and the question answer options for quiz 1.07. To access quiz 1.07, click on your Unit 1 tab in the blue navigation bar to the left and locate the quiz underneath Lesson 1.07 Taking on Power. Once you click on there, you'll have to click on two successive buttons to enter into the quiz. Remember, as you take your quiz, to save your answer, and when you're done at the end, submit for grading. Number 1, except for Grover Cleveland's two presidencies, which party controlled the White House and politics in the late 1800s? The Republican Party, the Whig Party, the Democratic Party, or the Know-Nothing Party? What did Chester A. Arthur want to prevent by signing the Pendleton Act authorizing the Civil Service Commission? Monopolies, using federal jobs as political rewards, avoidance of military service, or unsafe working conditions? Number 3, of the following problems, which was the biggest one that farmers faced in the late 1800s? Drought, competition from abroad, crop lien system, or the high railroad fees? Number 4, which organization was not formed to relieve farmers' problems? The Grange, the Colored Alliance, Farm Aid, or Farmers' Alliances? Number 5, which group includes items related to the Populist Party? Group A, which includes greater regulation of business, free silver movement, income tax, and political power in the hands of the people? Or Group B, less regulation of business, emphasis on the gold standard, tax reduction, and political power for farmers? Is it Group A or Group B? Number 6, what was the main reason that the Populist Party failed? Members could not raise enough money for expenses, the party did not look forward to economic and industrial expansion, William Jennings Bryan no longer supported them after he lost the election, or Republicans took over the party platform after Roosevelt became president. Number 7, which was not a goal of the progressive movement? Eliminating political and business corruption, bringing government closer to the people, improving farm conditions, or reducing social problems? Number 8, who led the progressive movement in Wisconsin where he served as governor? Was it Hiram Johnson, Charles Evans Hughes, Robert La Follette, or Thomas Johnson? Number 9, what were some of Theodore Roosevelt's goals for new nationalism during his presidency? Conservation and business reform, antitrust legislation and elimination of income taxes, farm protection legislation and referendum initiatives, or professional political managers and monopoly reduction? Number 10, Lincoln Steffens, Ida Tarbell, and Upton Sinclair were muckrakers. What did they do? They wrote the first gossip columns for urban newspapers, uncovered and reported on political and business corruption, met with political leaders to advise them about corruption behind the scenes, or the last option, devised a systematic trash collection system for the city of Chicago. Number 11, which group contains reforms that came about as a result of the progressive movement? Group A, public health programs, municipal reforms, direct election of senators, and initiative and referendum measures. Or Group B, disease prevention laws, precinct government, legislatures elect senators, and recall of laws? Was it Group A or Group B? Number 12, which president believed in an activist government that was a steward of the public welfare? Grover Cleveland, William Howard Taft, Theodore Roosevelt, or Woodrow Wilson? Number 13, what did Woodrow Wilson hope to accomplish with his new freedom government? Elimination of foreign alliances, equal taxation across the board, effective government responses to social and economic issues, or energy conservation to eliminate dependence on foreign governments? Number 14, who developed the idea of settlement houses to help women achieve goals that were otherwise unachievable? Abigail Adams, Edith Wilson, Jane Addams, or Alice Roosevelt? Number 15, what was the result of the investigative journalism that uncovered corruption and scandal in business and government? Newspaper circulation increased, but little else happened. Reporters like Jacob Riis and David Graham Phillips were elected to Congress. Government investigations and regulatory reforms were implemented, or urban governments hired reporters to look for corruption. Number 16, and your last question on this quiz, which was not one of the progressive measures adopted during the Teddy Roosevelt presidency? Opening new national parks and forests, forming the Food and Drug Administration, reforming railroad rates, forging an alliance with Spain. Please save your answers at the end and submit for grading. Good luck on your quiz, and as always, please contact me with any questions.